You can take a full 2-ounce shot out of his belly button, but you wouldn't want to. It's Jeff!
He'll be the first one eaten in any survival situation, but at least he'll go down asking the tough questions like, how do blind people know when they're done wiping? It's John!
Welcome back to the
2GS
show.
Perfect.
Glitches get stitches. America. USA. 4th of July special.
It's technically 2 days away, but
That's why special.
we celebrate America all year round.
Every day I wake up and piss America.
Yes.
And then
Good.
I take a shit soon after that. That's right. Episode 5. What did I say? 4?
I don't know.
I didn't think I said episode.
That's okay.
Episode 5.
Yeah, no, you didn't. It was 5.
Glitches get stitches. This is our special USA Murica. How you say it? Murica? With a little
Yep,
thing?
Murica. M-U-R-I.
Murica special edition,
Murica.
4th of July. I'm sitting with my sexy ass friend Jeff, or my engineer that I call to tell him. That's what I tell 2 people that I know that Jeff's my engineer.
I'm the one of those 2 people.
What? And you might be asking yourself right now, John, what makes Jeff an engineer? He owns a mic.
And he knows what the knobs do on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeff, how you doing today, man?
We're doing good. We're doing great.
Yeah. How's your Monday?
My Monday is good knowing that tomorrow's basically the first Friday of the week, and I don't have to work on Wednesday.
You don't have to work on Wednesday.
don't.
Thursday, Friday?
Yeah. So this is like my first Thursday, and then tomorrow's my first Friday. And then I have my second Thursday, my second Friday.
That's a lot of things that I don't understand what you said, but I like it.
That's
Cheers
okay.
to that.
Just like your second grade.
What are we drinking?
We're back into the Fleisch.
Fleischmann's. For when you're not sure if you did something illegal or not. Fleischmann's.
But you'll feel like you did.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yep. Now that's
So welcome back, peeps. Thanks for listening. We're getting some good numbers, Jeff. We're getting some really solid numbers.
We are.
We haven't got them back.
but we know they're solid.
But we know they're solid. Today on the podcast, we got some trends with benefits. Maybe talk about a little Halo. PS4. Little Funko. What happened was, Jeff found something real nice for that.
I like it.
We're going to talk about the Murican Dream. And then we got Bill's Backyard Bathhouse. It's going to be glorious when it's time.
Except we changed it today because it's Bill's Backyard Barbecue because this is America.
America! And then we're going to do top 5 games that scream America. Yeah. Brought to you by Glitches Get Stitches. We're doing our own fucking
top 10 lives lists.
top 10 lists. We're doing our own list now because
we got tired of people's other lists.
Yeah, we've done like 2 or 3 lists so far on this show.
Yes,
there have been some that really like were talking points, and some that me and Jeff look at each other like, should we just jack off while this list is going? And we do.
Yeah, after we put it on mute, we muted it first.
So you can find us on Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes. Subscribe for free.
Free. 0 money.
Yep, 0 money down.
0 money. Not even a schmeckle.
No. And if you want to send us some money, you can do that also. Yeah. I don't know how, but just...
We also accept forms in anything that
Sexual
inebriates your mind. Oh, yes, that too. Any mind-altering substances.
Yeah.
Advil.
MySpace page? Jeff just set that up.
We have a MySpace.
I got my engineer setting up a MySpace page. You know what's funny about that, Jeff?
I don't... What's MySpace?
That
is the joke.
Like, when you were putting together your MySpace page, you were, like, doing computer stuff.
Yeah, you were doing HTML when you wanted to decide. You're like, oh, the background look like this, and I want to put this song on my page. And it was basically just Googling, what do I do to
I remember
get
I did a lot of copy and pasting.
Exactly.
Yep.
It'd be like, you want this background? Copy this code.
Is that
put it
how
on
you
this
make
page.
Video games?
Not quite.
I
think there's
there.
a little... I'm halfway there.
I wrote the Unreal team to try to get a job once, and it said, and on my resume it just said I had a MySpace page. They did not call.
Did they write?
No, I'm pretty sure it made them angry.
Carrier pigeon. Something.
Also, we're on Chatterbait.
It's official. We're streaming now.
So what is that, Jeff?
Chatterbait's a nice website where ladies are clothless on camera.
Oh, and you chat with them while baiting?
Yes. You can give them money, and some of these ladies, they'll do things that certain ones wouldn't do.
Like jam stuff in the vagina?
It could be.
Oh,
crikey. Not up me bum.
Right in the bum.
Right in the bum.
Yeah, so really... Alright, so we got two things we got to set up for you. We got to set up our... Oh, we got our Instagram going, too.
We did get our Instagram. Oh, we got to tack that onto our...
Yeah. We got to set up the Twitter.
We got the tweeter. The tweester.
Twitter.
The Twitter. We got to set that up.
It's just I don't ever use it, but I'm going to have to because we got to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't ever use the...
I know.
I don't use
Instagram, but we're doing good on Instagram.
You use the lens taking things.
I know. Picture takers.
Yeah.
And then we got to set up our YouTube. That's within our goals. Me and Jeff sat down and we wrote some goals out.
Yeah, we were wasted.
Yeah. Last episode
so it was a good sesh.
Fun episode, to say the least.
Yeah, it's always great when both of you get off.
Mm-hmm. Jeff, how was your weekend? Anything crazy?
Nothing. Actually, I went to go see my mother's new house. She moved, so I went to go
Your
check mom's
it out.
New house? Yeah.
Where'd she move to?
Just stayed in Gilbert. Just to like a couple miles up the street.
Oh yeah.
Cheaper, smaller. Didn't need anything.
Just a little saving some money.
Just a little saving. Something a little smaller.
Nice.
I don't live there anymore. So. Yes. And she wanted to get rid of a pool too. She had a pool and she just didn't want it.
She didn't want the pool.
She
never gave it to me.
We gotta dig it up. It costs a lot of money.
Oh, shit.
I don't think you have a backyard even.
Or the money.
Yeah, the money. Upkeeping something she never uses really.
Yeah, that's for sure.
What about your weekend, John?
I hung out with my girls. Carrie had to work. I
Chatterbait.
Fucking the new season of Halo. The new season of Overwatch started.
Yes, I remember.
I had not a fun time with that. Like, come on, man.
I couldn't stop yourself.
I couldn't stop myself from playing it because I am very competitive. And once I get going, I just don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
World Star.
I sucked titties.
No.
I just died a lot.
That's a good.
That's a good thing.
That sounds like a good thing, but the dying part is not.
So I lost 7, won 3 out of competitive placements. With a 1900.
That sounds about right.
But I'm already back up to...
But they do start you low on purpose.
So you can hit that goal and level up.
So you feel like you win more games starting out. So you feel better about yourself.
Really?
Yes. That is what they do.
I like that.
That was a few... Oh, God, like 5 seasons ago or something.
So they start you low, let you win, feel better about yourself.
We talked about it, I think, in our last... podcast in the main segment.
Yeah,
they start you low on purpose. So because before you'd start out and then you just lose like 10 in a row because they placed you at what they actually thought you'd be at.
It's a little fuzzy now that I'm thinking about it, but now it's all coming back to me.
Every episode's gonna be a little fuzzy. We'll be like, this is episode 90.
Yeah.
What do we talk about? What do we talk about the last 88 episodes?
And then today I just worked and you came in and drank with me and we wrote this episode. And now we're here talking to America.
All of America.
You got any plans for 4th of July?
Nada. None. I'm going to sit in my room naked.
And play
fully clothed. Yes, maybe.
And
I might play with some friends.
I think we're going to go take the girls, do a little public skating, because they have public skating. It's closed, but it is open just in the morning for public skating. Then we're going to do a little backyard barbecue.
Do you have a backyard?
I'll probably be drunk very fast.
Do you have a backyard, or do you go somewhere to like?
We have
family?
A community.
Oh, community one.
And but Carrie wants to go to fucking Chandler or Gilbert to see fireworks, and I'm just like.
They have a lot of fireworks, but still going all the way. That seems kind of far.
I just don't like it, man. I'd just rather buy like the $50 thing from Walmart and just.
Can we just throw it up like on Netflix like they do with the fireplaces at Christmas time?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Can't we just do that? Netflix, get on it. You're welcome. Trademarked.
Well, thank you guys for listening. We're about to roll up into this motherfucking podcast. And what's up? It's Trans
with Benefits.
So, what's trending now? There's a lot of things.
Tell me what's trending now, John.
New Halo series on Showtime. Jeff, what you know about it?
I don't know if it's on Showtime. I think Showtime's producing it. This is probably one of the things we probably should ask Bill about because he told me. I saw the thing. I saw an article and I thought it was produced like a Showtime thing. So it wasn't like Netflix back like everything is now.
That's what I was about to say, man. I'm just so glad to see something not on fucking Netflix.
It's not that they're bad. It's just nice to see someone else doing something finally. Like HBO is literally Game of Thrones, and you're like, what else do they do? Game of Thrones.
I know what you mean, but like Netflix to me is not bad, but they're just cluttering the fucking industry with mediocreness in some ways. Because there are shows that are great, there are shows that fucking blow ass.
So you think they're doing the what's the phrase I'm looking for? Where they're pumping out as much as they can, and eventually you're gonna make a hit. You're gonna make hits.
Be the next HBO, and their goal is because they're in massive debt right now. Huge.
Oh, they've been in debt since they started, but for some reason people keep investing.
Because
I've read so many articles
trying
about
to be the
that.
new HBO where they just make their own series. They're not gonna have maybe they'll do like HBO and have a couple movies on, but that's where their focus is going.
The difference is, I would say they need to. The big difference is they don't get as much into obviously HBO and Showtime. Like there's going to be some nips and stuff like that. Like it's going to be a little more in their programs at least. Like
nippy.
Yeah, like there's like a butt fucking session every Game of Thrones episode. Basically,
I love it.
You're not gonna see that in a Netflix series. Like they'll have movies on there that have some nudity scenes, but their original shows probably not. Not that I know
yet.
of. Is the Orange the New Black? I've only seen
Orange is
some
the New Black.
of that.
That's the most titties that I've seen of original Netflix.
Was that an original? Is that a Netflix original?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And that had some nice, but it was only like the first season. They got some lesbian scenes, and by nice I mean gross. But I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I can't think of anything else they've had. Boobs. But
are you excited for the Halo series?
If anybody that is actually a gamer plays this or listens to this, they're gonna hate me because I haven't played a single Halo game
ever.
Yeah, I played.
Jeff,
how
have you like?
I know. Well, it's always Xbox. I have not owned a Microsoft system ever.
I see.
Ever, not once. So if I
just played the first one with my buddy Justin Daub. What up, brother?
What up, Daub?
And it was the one because that's when you could do multiplayer. Like the one that really I remember is my first multiplayer experience.
It's a core.
Was setting up. All your friends would come over. You had 15 fucking Xboxes and 18 different TVs and all that fucking bullshit. So I'm pretty excited about it. But like you, I don't have an Xbox, so I didn't play Halo 2, 3, 4. What are they on? 5 now? 5's coming out?
There's a ton, but I never had any. None of my friends had it. My one friend Dustin had an Xbox where we played. I told you that's how I played Gears of War, the original one. Yeah. But I don't think he ever had Halo for it. Like I always know it's been like the pinnacle. The pioneering. That's the word. The pioneering in the FPS console multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like it's. That you can't. It's
staple.
It's a staple.
It's a
classic.
On that list.
Oh yeah. Even though I never played it, I still recognize.
You respect it.
I can recognize quite easily.
And
I would have if I had a Xbox. I had played it.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
Showtime did a good job.
They're doing a show, so we'll see how that goes.
So PS4 entering end of life, which means what, Jeff? Another 5 years till you get a PlayStation 5.
Exactly. It means, God damn it, because I just got a PS4 2 months ago, and now it's already dying. Everything in my life I get, right when I get it, it's dying.
Yep. I'm excited, man. When do you think the PS5 is going to drop? You think it'll be 2019 or 2020?
If they rush it.
Oh, they're going to rush it.
If they rush...
It's going to come out buggy as shit, just like everything nowadays. They don't give a fuck. They're like, we'll fix it after we make
2 years after. Yeah, 2 years after.
Yeah.
If they rush it and don't care if it's bad, which usually... I think the PS4 was one of their better launches.
PS4 was a pretty good launch, and from what I can remember. But
the PS3 is the one they launched it. It had like 2 titles when they launched it, so there was like no point in buying one for a year. But now that maybe I can mess around with a little more money, I might be able to get this one a little sooner.
You're rolling in it. I mean, we're making so much money off this podcast.
Oh,
why are we even here right now?
Insane. Every single... All right.
See you later.
Yeah, let's do some shout-outs. We got... later, y'all. About to go cash our $50 million check.
Yeah, so...
but let's see what they got releasing once it ever comes out. But I say
2020.
I'm saying 2020. If they rush everything real hard and they want to try and... Oh, God, yeah. Not too quick, though. Not too quick.
Rush it hard.
Rush it hard. They want to... holiday season 2019.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the smart decision in my mind.
But a lucrative one.
I'd say... if they want to try and get a little ahead of the competition.
Whatever they throw out, it's going to be.
I'd say 2020 is their smart bet.
Yeah.
Get some people on board, get some more exclusives. Exclusivity.
Silent
exclusivity.
Yeah, it's kind of like Facebook.
That's not exclusive.
Because that's what he says on the movie Facebook. He's like, that's why people want to join Facebook, because of exclusivity. I just remember that one line.
He was wrong. The one line you remember from that movie is wrong.
I mean, it was broken.
I want to make it exclusive with about 1 trillion members.
Yeah. So I'm very excited. PS5. You know, I always get them as soon as they come out. So I'll be looking forward to that. Funko Pop?
Funko.
You know Funko?
I know Funko Pop. Does everyone else know Funko Pop?
Funko Pops, they do the Funko Pops.
Oh, perfect. Now that y'all know that
we the little the big bobbleheads.
Are they even bobbleheads? They're just little figurines.
Bobble?
Do they? I don't have one. I don't know. They're like figurines.
I'm gonna get you one.
They're like
I'm gonna get you a Mercy one.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna get me one. I'll get me a Junkrat one.
No, they do have
here.
They do have a Junkrat one.
Yeah, they do. They have Mercy.
Do they bobblehead?
For real.
Do they?
I'm not saying this, but it's real life.
They look like they have big bobbleheads. They're little figurines.
Yeah.
With like big head and like
highly collectible right now. Like
basically. They're just a collectible toy. That's all it is. They don't move. They don't do anything.
And I mean, if there's a fucking thing coming out, they have made a Funko Pop version of it from
everything.
From Suicide Squad to Jeff masturbating. There's a Funko Pop of that.
It's true.
It's crying.
It's rare. Worth
it's only at GameStop
and worth nothing. Just like
they're making gaming series cereal.
I think I saw something like edible cereal, like
Kratos Pops,
like the Kratos Pops. Get a balanced breakfast in, boy.
Yeah, I saw Mega Man.
Did they?
Mega Man O's.
Were they? I didn't see. I thought I saw something. They were making breakfast cereals with gaming stuff, but I didn't see any specifics on it.
Will you buy some to eat them, or will you not pay any more attention until ever again after this episode?
It literally depends on how much it's shoved in my face.
Yeah.
And how cool it is.
I might try to buy a box for collectible. I'll never open it though. I'm not gonna buy like this cool ass thing and then open it and eat it. It's gonna taste like shit, barley.
You could buy 2 boxes, eat one, and save them.
I guess so, rich boy.
Rich boy. Look at you. You can find $3 boxes of cereal.
Buys 2 boxes when he goes grocery shopping.
Look at him. He doesn't have kids. He can buy whatever he wants.
Must be nice. Yeah, I'll probably see what's
what did you see when you ran across these
just
cereals?
Just an article.
It didn't no specifics. It just said some.
It had like
brand
like Mega Man O's, and I made up Kratos Pops. That was my joke.
I like that though.
Yeah,
but Mega Man. What did you? Anybody?
Like there was a Fallout 76 one.
These are real.
This is real. Real stupid. It's real indeed.
Indeed real.
New games we're playing. We're still on. Jeff, you still on Horizon?
Ooh, yeah, I'm getting close.
How'd
It's
you get
finally. We could do. We can do another 10-minute segment on that because I think I chewed Bill's ear off the other night when I was playing and getting into the story.
Really?
Yeah, I was telling him about it.
It's good, right?
It was because finally I got to. All right, we're doing 10 seconds on 10 minutes on the clock. Where we got a timer going here.
Go.
So we got. I think like I started telling you. I was like, when I was talking to Bill, like I had no idea what the game was about.
Yeah.
No, I had zero idea about the story. I'm like,
yeah.
You got robot raptors and you shoot them with bows, so obviously you're back in time without guns. I'm like, whatever, you hunt stuff with
how the cookie crumbles.
You hunt stuff with bows, cool.
Yeah.
So I kind of get into it. You're an outcast, yada yada.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Cool. Start doing some side missions.
And we don't even have to say spoiler alert because it's been out for fucking goddamn 6.
It better. And if you haven't played it by now. You're probably not gonna play it.
Yeah.
And if you're just watch like a video on YouTube or some shit, if you.
But it is awesome. All right,
but the story super good, but it doesn't start out that way. The story part it's kind of slow because it throws a bunch of not a lot, but there's a good amount of side missions you can do kind of right off the bat. Start
Seriously.
going doing that stuff,
Yeah.
and it's super hard. I was getting disgruntled. We talked a little bit about that last time, and I didn't really know what the point of everything you were doing so far was. It's like, help us. I'm like, I get I help people, yeah, I get that, but I'm like,
but why?
Yeah, kind
of. Why
of.
the fuck I'm helping you?
Why? I know Aloy's got questions about her stuff, and I'm like,
yeah.
All right, so there's you gotta be like a big hook, a big something that needs to come along and like get me in the story. That's why I kind of like I took like a week break or something. I was like, I'm gonna play it again. I was just like, but there wasn't that like.
I need to feel the urge to.
Yeah. Some people like they read that book and it's boring until you get to that chapter. You're like, holy shit!
There it is.
For people that know how to read.
I can't. Jeff, you read me a book one day?
Can I? One day. Let me Google it. I'll just have an audio book. But there's always that chapter that brings you in, and then the rest of it starts getting good because you understand. What the hell is going on?
Method to the mayhem.
Yes. So I was like, fuck all these side quests. I'm done. I'm like, just give me through part of this story so I can like be done with the game. And then I got started and got through some of the story. I was like, okay, hold on, I don't want to be done with this game yet. I was like, let me do some of the side quests.
It gets, but there's so many side quests, like you said. I mean, from the start, you can literally spend 10 hours doing these fucking side quests and then forget all about the story.
But I would have rather them kind of push you into the story a little quicker, and then branch out.
I feel it.
After you got into your good chunk of the game, but it gets into you finally figure out like how the world got to that point.
Yep.
And you start seeing like some of the holograms, and you're like, your mom or whatever from 500 years ago was talking about that. And they're like, it's Horizon, the Project Horizon Zero Dawn. You're like, okay, so I know what the name of the game is now. I know what it means. No idea.
Thanks, hologram.
Perfect. Thanks. I just had to play for 6 hours until I found out what the game was about.
So the title just comes up then.
Yeah, it's all, finally. I know. It's more
6 hours in.
It's more than just
hell of an intro.
More than just shooting bows and stealth killing robot raptors. But it starts getting into like, I love when a game, like, it'll throw like a super radical idea, like this world is ending right here for this scientific reason, and then they try to create a countermeasure to it. That's when I see all like the hamsters in the cages in the writing rooms of that takes like years for them to write this stuff because it's meticulous. Like I got into, they're talking about Gaia, the program that's.
No, it goes hard into that shit.
Yeah, like I was telling Bill because he'll never play it. I gave him God of War. He's like, I just like console games. I can't just have a problem. He's like, it's like sitting. I'm used to watching TV on my thing. I'm like, I get it. So he like gave it back to me.
You're like, shut up.
I'm like, he'll get to it in a couple of years. That's fine. New Game Plus is going to come out shortly, I think. So, but I told him about it because he's not going to play it for ever. Long time. But they he's like, her mother, Aloy, her mom came out with the countermeasure and the program to recreate life after it was destroyed. It wasn't even like, we're about to prevent destruction. We're like, no, destruction's going to happen. We need this underground program to come out after everything's
That's
gone.
What's fucking titties about it, bro.
I think they're just like, she's all, we can't save this, so we're gonna need to make some shit to happen after everything is destroyed.
Yep. All right, so you're in there. I feel like you're close up. You have the DLC version I gave you, right?
But I don't.
DLC, just original story.
Does that happen after? I don't know when does that kick in somewhere? Do I have to go do something to
after?
Okay,
it kicks in after.
Yeah, I'll do it after then.
So you feel like you're pretty close to the end. You feel you're about to when you're jerking it for like 6 hours, and you're like, I'm gonna come,
or I'm gonna take a nap.
Come or nap.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
But yeah, I feel like I'm at like the last mission, and I thought I was
outside quest.
I thought I was at the last mission before, because it was the first time in the game where Silas, the secret guy that's talking to you, is like, if you have any side missions or errands you want to get out of the way, you better do them now, because there is no turning back. I'm like,
that's when you know.
I'm like, even for the main story stuff I have done, this still seems like a short game. Yeah. So I went through that part, and it was a really long time before you could do anything else.
Yeah.
But that's when that good big chunk of the story came in.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm on the second part, where I feel like you're going to get into the same length of game
that
trap
story,
because it's like you learned all that, and you learned what you have to go destroy, and you're basically you're heading into Hitler's stronghold. Like there's no side missions after you go into there for a while.
Way out through the anus.
So it's the one way in.
Oh, I always get that wrong.
My only way in. So that's where I got stuck on.
So you're liking it?
Yes, a lot more now.
And you're almost done. Probably next podcast we talk about.
Maybe. No, there's a ton of side stuff. So I'll probably be doing a bunch of side stuff before I actually do that last mission. So it'll be a month.
Well, we got to get you to your next game, man.
I know. You got to beat that next game. You got to beat that next game before I can get it.
Because you've been riding Vampire.
I know. That's the one.
And I kind of want this to be your next game.
That's what I'm saying. You got to ride the dick coattails.
But you said Far Cry 5, which is also a badass game. So I'm gonna give you the choice of Far Cry 5 or Vampire.
I want Vampire.
God, yes, I love you. That's why I want to have kids with you. What?
What? We'll that out.
So all right. So I'm not gonna spoil anything for Vampire. All I'm gonna tell you is
you can still do generic, just
generic
overview how it's done and
story. Incredible.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's like how Become Detroit is lengthy in parts where you're gonna talk to a lot of people. There's a lot of dialogue, but it's fucking interesting because you're hearing about people's lives. It's drama. You're finding out what people are assholes, so you can go fucking kill them. You're finding out like who's had affairs with each other, who's a vampire, who's this and that, and also the whole time like you're watching this guy become a stronger vampire. Like he starts off with blue eyes and shit. Like right after
this is the guy you play.
Yeah,
you're playing as him.
And then Dr. Reed.
Ooh, Richard Reed from Fantastic Four.
Now you said Dr. Reed.
Richard Reed. Richard Reed is the Fantastic Four.
Now I can't think of his real name. But anyway,
is he the vampire?
Dr. Reed is.
This is the greatest crossover I've ever heard of.
But like you're seeing this guy turn into vampire. He's getting stronger. It's an RPG. The storyline twists and turns and ups and downs I killed a little 17-year-old boy. Yesterday.
Haven't we all? Off the record.
Off the record.
But would you say if speaking of Detroit Become Human, if that story was as good as Vampire, as engaging, but without the action, would you still find it interesting?
No, because I
need
just
that
haven't
action.
seen one fucking can you fight people?
No, that's what I'm saying, because it doesn't have that. I'm like, if that story was good enough, would you still as good as Vampire? Would you? Okay, so you need that.
I need
some bit of action
to level up. I need to gain more powers.
You might be able to, but without
I need
action.
To punch people in the throat.
Okay, I don't know. That might just be.
I need to press a button and it punches people in the throat.
It might not be reactory like that, but I'm sure there's like a dialogue somewhere where it's like,
press square to punch.
Do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? Do you want to say goodbye, or do you want to just knee him in the sack?
Yeah, I want to be the person in the sack. Okay. I don't want that question to be asked. And this game, I mean, there's got to be tremendous replay value. I won't replay it because there's just too many games about to come out, and I already know, like, once September hits and fucking Spider-Man drops and new Tomb Raider, like, it's just on like Donkey Kong, because that whole Christmas, up until Christmas, just games dropping like every month. You're just gonna
set your wiener on a...
But if you answer a question wrong, you lose parts of people. And the whole time you're trying...
it's like the like in a regular conversation.
Yeah.
They're all still, you like cats? I'm allergic, fuck you.
And then you lose that hint about
I don't want to talk about cats anymore.
And the whole time what you're trying to do is talk to people and find out shit about people so you can raise their experience points. Because the more you raise someone's experience points, guess what happens when you eat them?
Now, I had a question kind of about that. Is it just... Because I understand the... learning more about people and their experience bar goes up, and then if you decide to murder them, you gain all that experience.
Yes, sir.
Do they just call it experience? Because I feel like it could be done in a better way where they're like you gain more knowledge about a person, and the more knowledge you have increases the more you can tap into their spiritual energy or some shit. I feel it'd be cooler if they made it like a system that.
When you take that person's life, you finally get to hear their end story. So you're getting their end story, but no, it's all about that.
Do you have to know? Well, that's what I'm getting at. Like, do you have to know more? The more you know about them before you murder them,
the higher their XP is.
But the more of their end you get to figure out, or do you just say you have to get 51% and then murder them to learn their end story, but if you had 49, you don't get it?
That's where the replay value comes in, because there's some hints that I've totally fucked up on. Like, there's just one, a mother and a son. The son's trying to commit suicide. So, like, you're talking to the son, and he's telling him why he commits suicide. You got to go find a note that he wrote his mom. You can go back and talk to the mom and give her the note, or you can give the son the note. If you give the son the note, he gets happy that his mom doesn't have to see that. But the son says he's going to kill himself anyway. So to make the mom not feel like a piece of shit that her son committed suicide, what do? You murder him.
You eat them both.
Exactly, because he wants to die. But so there's also a mesmerized level. So not only are you building these people's stories up in their XP, you have to have a higher mesmerized level. So like your mesmerized level is 3, right? My mesmerized level is 4, so I can be like, hey Jeff, come here real quick, and I can make you go into a dark alley and fuck you.
Right now? Do we have to pause? Or
hey, come here.
Hold on, guys. We'll be right back.
I'm just mesmerizing Jeff real quick.
His 3 inches mesmerized my 2.
So there's just a whole lot of going on, and the whole time it's still RPG, man.
That's pretty much right there's the RPG. You haven't explained any of the action yet so far.
The action is amazing. Like, all right, it's a little
all the RPG
clunky. It's a little clunky.
Yeah, I know some clunkiness.
But once you're actually fighting and you understand what you're doing, it's awesome. The development of the character, how he gets stronger, and just it's awesome, man. It's just I cannot wait for you to play.
So that's that's kind of what I was trying to tell you before with The Witcher, where the combat's kind of clunky, but everything else makes up for it. Because once you learn your way around it and you get stronger, it kind of matters a lot less.
Yeah. So you're going to Vampire next. I think I'm gonna pick up Yakuza 6.
Yeah, that'll be your next one. Because I feel like that story is going to be...
And I heard there's a lot of action in it, too.
Yeah, way more action than in Vampire.
You think so?
And a lot... Yeah. Because it's like you're on the streets and stuff of... I forget the setting, but wherever the Yakuza are.
Yeah.
And you can go around people on the streets.
Japan?
Yeah, somewhere.
Singapore?
Singapore?
Singapore? You want to?
But it's more in that GTA Sleeping Dogs esque type of thing, where you go onto the streets and you can just beat the shit out of some guy that's talking smack or whatever, and that's part of that quest or that mission storyline, and not as in depth as Vampire, where you're talking to learn.
I think after this, I'll be wanting something like that, where it's not
similar but more action versus more story. But I still think there's a lot of story in Yakuza 6. I would think. Some of the stuff I saw was it's all big Yakuza family oriented.
Game Informer gave it a 9.
Fuck Game Informer.
But I have a 12-month subscription, Jeff.
Inform you about this dick.
I got it when I came to Pro Elite and GameStop.
Good, so you can turn on that subscription for 2 cents. trade-in value.
Actually, all right. So
you're about to defend GameStop, you piece of shit.
If you get the Elite Pro and you're trying to buy used games, it is an incredible deal.
So I should have you buy all my games for me because I don't have that.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm here, Jeff, for you.
Oh god, all right, finally. Took 5 podcasts.
So game will be $30 used. It's 20% off Elite Pro.
Okay.
So I mean, do
you have to pay for that, or is it just like a sign up?
It's $15 for a year, and a 12-month subscription to Game Informer. Like,
are you feel informed? Because
is that what you feel informed? I'm reading shit while I shit now.
Oh, yeah, right.
Instead of looking at my phone. I'm reading shit while I shit.
Sounds like some shit.
Alright, so let's move on.
So
season 11 started.
What?
On Overwatch.
What are we moving into? We're moving into Overwatch.
Why did I say season 11? It's not season 11.
It is.
It is season 11?
I think we just got the 10. The X was the last one. So I think this is 11.
Oh, it is? I was right.
I think you were right.
That's stupid. Have you placed yet comp? Yeah.
Not yet. I like to do that. I might actually try the new looking for group feature to do that.
I have not tried that yet, but I do like where you can rate your
endorsement feature.
Endorsement is so cool, man. I love it.
I love what they were trying to do with that. It took them a little longer than I thought they would, knowing Blizzard and what they like to do, especially with the Overwatch community.
Yeah.
And did you see the developers' insight video they did on that on YouTube? No.
No, I didn't see it, Jeff. Thanks a lot.
All right, dick. But Jeff Kaplan, our man that's the helm of this game we play, he goes on to they spent a lot of time in previous seasons and patches coming out with features to not play with and avoid toxic people. People that just suck all the dicks.
The community, right?
Yeah. So now they're finally like, well, we've spent so much time focusing on not playing with bad people. We haven't done anything to promote the good people you play with and whatnot.
Jeff,
and I thought I'm like 10.
Amazing. I mean, that guy's amazing.
10. Yeah, that's both works both ways. Either Jeff, but like it took them 10 seasons to come out. You know the saying: 1 season to 9, it's not a crime. 10, you're doing fine, and 11 is also you're going to hell.
That wasn't a real quote, by the way, Jeff.
No, it was a real quote. It is now. Put it up on the page.
I just want to hit on this real quick. I know we talked about Overwatch a lot the last
forever.
Yeah, but Hammond, real quick.
Oh, new
literally dropped right after our Overwatch podcast
came out. Overwatch.
The next day, this new character, Hammond, a.k.a.
Wrecking Ball.
Jeff, tell me about Hammond.
It could have been a 3-hour episode had we had that dropped that day. It would have been.
They're lucky.
Stupid.
They did that on purpose.
They did. We listened to that one podcast with 6 viewers, and we just don't. We don't want to ruin all that stuff. So, new tanking hero.
He is a tank.
He's I loved when the speculation that little teaser video dropped that actually showed him.
Which we posted to the page.
We did.
Glitches Get Stitches.
And the comments, because all I could read from it about it at the time was some stuff on Reddit, because I was not at work. I was working, not reading things about Overwatch.
You were working hard and diligently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
as we all do.
While I was doing that, people were emailing me work-related things about Hammond and Wrecking Ball.
Work-related things.
So... But my favorite comment was because Hammond, it's a hamster in a mechanical ball.
Yep. And that's it, folks.
It
is what it is.
Literally a genius, super intelligent hamster.
Yeah.
In a mechanoid ball with guns and rolls around and shit. It's
literally
amazing. Oh, from seeing my
boner. Right now.
You're topping out at 3.5 today. I can feel it. Make sure Carrie's around when that happens.
All right, now Hammond. How big do you think he's gonna be?
He's because I've seen some of the gameplay stuff on the test realm.
Yeah.
And everything's moving so fast. I'm trying to picture another character you can compare his height
to him to like Junkrat. Is he coming like?
He's taller. He's way bigger.
So that ball gives him
big.
the height.
Oh, and he gets taller when he pops out of it because he comes out of the top and the guns come out. So he's taller, but when he goes into the ball to roll around, it shrinks down into a ball.
So he's gonna be very mobile.
Oh, the most mobile tank in the game. No, the tanks at least.
Okay.
Next, I guess.
You think he's gonna have like a Bastion-esque tank?
No.
Mobile.
Do you know his skills?
I do not. Enlighten me.
Let me take a sip.
I'm gonna take a sip too. Let's take a loud sip.
Delicious. Oh God. Soul burning.
When you don't have a soul and it's also burning.
Yes. So his shift move is the ball form. Rolls around on the ball.
What's a shift move?
I don't know what button it's going to be, but so one of the buttons turns you into the ball, so you move faster.
All right.
Left shift on the keyboard is the button.
Oh,
just
that's
like
a shift move.
Just like 76's run.
Okay.
Most of most movement stuff is the shift key right here.
Okay.
But he's got that, and I guess if you can, not many maps can accommodate it, but if you go in a straight line long enough, you pick up speed.
Okay.
And eventually the ball turns on fire is when it hits people and it'll do the most damage it can.
Okay.
And knock them away.
Yeah.
But so you do that, and while you're in that form, he has a grappling hook.
Okay.
Kind of like Widow's, but a lot shorter.
Okay.
And it stays hooked.
Okay.
So you can swing. You can swing
like a wrecking ball.
Like a wrecking ball. We did it. My favorite Billy Joel song. But he can hook onto that stuff and like swing around a corner, and it brings him into that fire momentum a lot quicker than the rolling straight. Knocks people. Hits
Who likes to roll straight? I like to roll gay as hell.
Straight people like to be straight. It's weird. But that hits people, and as long as you're on that grappling hook, you'll stay connected to it. You can just like spin that way around it. So that just hits people. Yeah.
Did you see people hitting him while he's in the ball? Does it take damage?
Yes, he takes damage. He takes damage in the ball.
Okay.
But his then when he's not in it, and his regular shoot button is just these two cannons.
Yeah.
Seems like it does a good more damage than
Does he have any rockets like Diva or anything?
No, but the guns they do more damage than Diva's, and especially if you're closer.
Oh, thank God! Diva's rockets Diva's.
The rockets hit for a ton, but you got to be like right up in their dick to do it, and you'll melt people though.
Exactly,
if you're
evaporate literally.
Yeah, but this on it's a little. It does better at a medium range than Diva's and whatnot. That's that. He has a shield where you use it gives you 100 shield.
Okay.
And an additional 100 for each enemy around you.
Oh.
So if the entire team is stacked up in one and you roll into them and hit your shield, 700 more shield.
That's awesome.
And he already has 600 life.
Awesome.
So
you can really
1200
clear out
like
room.
1200 damage. He doesn't he won't pump out the damage.
Yeah.
But you have 1200 life.
You can stay in there for a while.
Insane.
And get the fuck out.
Insane. If they're all lined up. But so no matter what, you hit the button, you get 100 shield, and then 100 extra for each enemy around you.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, if you swing with the wrecking ball, because you can swing, and you you get yourself up in the air, high enough, and you can hit a button. Power balls right down, straight into the ground. Does a bunch of damage. It turns on fire and just
what's it?
Like Doomfist.
Fist bomb.
Doomfist
thing.
Remember that's what my ass smells like. His knuckles.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good. I like. It does that, not as much damage, but obviously hits people, knocks them back, does some good damage. And his ult is, I think,
does he crawl on your ass and?
It's official. It's called Lammy Winks. Lammy Winks. Lammy Winks. Mystical journey to the colon.
That's great.
It's called Minefield. So he uses it and just these mines surround him kind of in a really pretty decent sized area.
Okay.
So you can shoot him obviously and it'll destroy him, but you hit him and you take a bunch of damage.
Okay.
And from what I saw in the test realm, because everyone's just playing him right now.
Yeah.
I've seen some of them like charge the same spot and both use it.
Yeah.
So there's just no ground. It's just mine. And they were trying to shoot each other's, and he was shooting it. It took like a good 4 or 5 seconds to blow up one of the mines with his own damage. So it's cool. But where I would see the appeal is when, like, say, Sky Industries, the Russian one. You know, when you're attacking and you get to that last point, and you're like, we got this, but you're on defense. You're like, I need to go defend this.
Yeah.
You roll up in there, get in the middle, drop your mines.
Yeah.
They stand on the point, they're going to get hit by mines.
Yeah.
So, like, it's
zone
zone control.
Are they forever lasting? Or are they timed out? Are they there till you hit them?
They are timed, but it's long enough to. It's got to be 12 seconds at least.
Okay.
So it's long enough if you roll in there, throw your mines. Even if you die, like your mind. It's just it's a prolonged thing. So like I like that for that, and the thing that's great that I didn't predict with the grappling hook was some of the maps, like, oh god, they're the control maps where you King of the Hill, you got to stand on the point, you control it. I can't think of these specific ones, but do you know the one? I think it's Lijiang, where you both come across the bridge and then into that little tower.
Yeah.
There's like edges on the other side of each side of them. There was a Hammond. He hooked onto the middle of it and he spun around it. And you can go until you let go. He'll just spin around the entire thing, knocking people around. That's what some of the pros have done that I've seen. They roll into it, hook onto the wall, and spin around it, and just knock people around. I'm like,
so are you excited for the new hero, or are you like?
Oh, I'm totally excited until they make some changes, because just going through my head, the specific counters to that, I'm like, how do you you've got a McCree stun, I think. You can flashbang him.
Yeah.
I assume that knocks him off the grappling hook. But
what if you do the Mercy Dick Suck?
You come. It's
but
easy.
It doesn't work on a chipmunk. Whatever the fuck he is.
He's a hamster. He's a goddamn hamster, John.
Alright, that was racist.
Goddamn hamster.
That was racist.
That was speciest. Speciest.
That's good. I like that. That is really good.
So are we gonna spend another hour talking about that?
Nope, we're gonna roll on. But, all right, so I'm excited too. But that was phenomenal, Jeff. Thank you for doing that fucking backstory. Because all I would have said is he's a hamster.
He's an intelligent. He's a fucking hamster. It's great, and he's in a ball.
I'm very, very excited.
He doesn't talk, by the way, either.
Good.
He set up his robot machine to talk for him.
Nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to talk. Fuck it.
He's smart.
We're gonna hit on this real quick, and then we're gonna come back with what happened was after we freshen our drinks up. But listen, real quick, Jim Carrey has been reported to play Dr. Eggman in a live-action Sonic movie. Real quick, who's Dr. Eggman?
Do you know his Americanized name?
Yes.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Dr. Robotnik.
Dr.
Robotnik. One of the main antagonists in the Sonic the Hedgehog series.
Yep.
I didn't even know they were coming out with a series movie.
Live action?
Oh, sweet Christ.
Who's going to play Sonic? Ricky Martin.
Hammond. The hamster is actually based off a real person. Ricky Martin is...
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog! Yeah!
No, it's gonna be Michael Jai White. Guy who played Spawn.
I can't wait. It's Jim Carrey. I think it'll be good.
I sure shit hope so. It's gonna be.
He's gonna play like.
How is he gonna? Robotnik's known to be like this big fat. They call him Eggman because he's fat as shit and like a big egg.
It's gonna be special effects. It's fucking Sonic. So
if it's live, is he gonna be a voice? He's gonna be like a voice then.
It's live action.
But that's what I don't get.
I'm sure he'll do like the Grinch, but Eggman.
Well, the Grinch has the same at least body structure. Robotnik and
Like
Eggman.
fat Eggman.
It's so fat. It's so fat.
It's easy to get fat. Look at me.
Yeah, he's Jim Carrey though. He's crazy now.
Yeah, he is crazy, but I like him.
He's insane.
All right, so I like it.
What else did you hear about that? A release date or?
Next one. Happened was. We're gonna brush
that's all we know.
More to come.
More to come. More to come. Alright. So we're back.
What had happened was.
What had happened
Jim,
was.
why don't you take the reins on what had happened?
I'm gonna take the reins on this one, but first I got a little side thing I want to go to in relation. It started with what had happened was, but I had just taken my glasses off and was rubbing my eyeballs.
Yeah.
So it's feeling it a little bit behind my eyes and in my brow.
Yeah.
And that's because I got new glasses. And John didn't notice.
I was going to say.
No, you weren't going to say. You were not going to say.
I didn't know.
You didn't know.
Well, I will tell you this. After you've guilt tripped me, you look beautiful.
Damn right I do.
You're like Carrie when she does her hair. It'll be like it red one day and like lime green.
It's bald the next day.
She's like, hey. I'm like,
what up, girl?
She's your tits, bro.
But I've been doing that all day at work because when you get new glasses, they're stronger, so your eyes aren't used to it.
Oh yeah.
It's just headaches. Like super prone to them all the time.
Shit.
I take my shit off.
427 times a day and rub your eyes like you're a smart guy.
Like when I went to go get them, and like I walked out wearing them, I was like, oh okay, and then like I got to the curb and I had to look down to make sure I'm like.
Like 3D.
Overstepped, like make sure I'm not gonna trip and fall into the parking lot and shit.
That's funny.
So I got these. So what had happened was back on this day in the video game history.
What year is it?
July.
July
2nd. I wrote the date on here wrong, but luckily I memorized it in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
July 2nd, 1992. 92, 26. Sorry, not 16. 26 years ago, Prince of Persia came out for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Super Nintendo.
Now, John unluckily has not played any of these games.
I have not.
But
that's why I just take it.
I'm glad. I actually did not play the SNES version.
Oh.
But if I remember correctly, it jumped. I don't know about this one. It jumped from that SNES version all the way to PS2 was the next one. But so I think there might have been a game in between that. But
they were in timeout.
They were in timeout. I don't remember if there was a game between any of those systems.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it went from Nintendo to Sony, PS2.
Hey, if we're wrong, call us out.
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
Oh, shit.
They made a movie about it with Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's how I know it.
Not that great, but that is...
No video game movies are good.
I like the Resident Evil movies. But I'm...
The first, what, 2?
No,
There's no way you like all 7 of them.
I liked all 7 of them.
Really?
I don't think I saw the last one. But
I liked it so much I never watched it.
I liked... That's a whole other segment we could really get into.
Yeah.
But so, this Prince of Persia SNES, 3 fucking decades almost.
Yeah, was it 92 you said?
92.
I was 7.
Makes me feel as old as the tits are long.
I was 7, Jeff. You hurt?
I was 3.
I was the old one in the relationship.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel as old as I felt before we started this fucking
back when you said
episode.
Alright. But yeah, 92.
So you didn't play this one, but the one that you did play, how was it? Sands of Time.
I loved it immediately. I don't know what other games had spawned that.
Can I pause you real quick? Is the Prince of Persia, the SNES one, did it kind of resemble Aladdin?
A little bit.
I may have played
it. The Aladdin I'm thinking of. Oh no, there was a Super Nintendo. I think I had that one.
Yeah, Aladdin for Super Nintendo.
I remember that one and the one for Genesis.
Both the same.
It's very similar. Were they the same game, just
same
remade?
Game, just like Xbox, PS4.
Were they remade? Was it? Okay. Then, yeah, aesthetically similar. He had like a scimitar. Yeah. It was the same shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
I did play it then. Okay, continue on.
That one. But the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time first one for PlayStation 2 was sick. It was like the had some of like the free flow combat, like your modern like or Batman game.
Yeah.
I don't know what game did that type of combat system first, so I always refer back to like your Batman Arkham City.
I had not seen anything like the way that Batman flowed with combat since Batman.
Yeah, that's why
that's an easy one to reference.
I'm pretty sure there's other games that have done it. I just don't.
But I don't
know it.
Yeah.
So that's the combat system I refer to. It's like that, and then with a super cool story because it's the Sands of Time, and it plays with time rewinding and stuff like we had talked about Singularity last time. I just love a good game that can do it and do it right.
Yeah.
It's
Was
great.
This one?
Yes, they did. Granted, being semi the first game in their series, it was 16 years apart from the SNES to the PS2 one probably, but
that's like a rebirth.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
When you recreate a game 7 console generations later,
you're pretty much
it's a new game.
Born again version.
Yeah, basically. It's like comparing GTA 2 to GTA 3.
17 years in the process.
Ridiculous. But it was done really well. I really liked it. That's why a lot of people were very disappointed when the movie didn't live up to the games.
Why do you set yourself up for that failure? Like,
I don't know.
Of course, no game movie is gonna be as good as the video game. Or like the new Terminator that came out. Yeah, it's watchable.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so this was
But
all you.
it's not gonna win a fucking Oscar,
Yeah.
or even like one at the retarded Nickelodeon show Oscar.
See, then another side tangent even off of that. When before we had talked about video games as a medium for storytelling.
Yeah.
So would you say that the Tomb Raider game that they based that new movie off of is more worthy of an Oscar in terms of storytelling than the movie was?
Absolutely.
So okay.
Absolutely. And
that's what I'm saying.
Did you see the new Assassin's Creed movie or the one that came out last year?
I did. And
disappointing.
But I feel like it could have. The reason it was disappointing was because they showed the scenes where he would go into I forget the name of the machine.
The Alpha.
Perfect English.
The
Alpha. He'd go into that, and he'd go do his thing.
Yeah,
those parts were sick.
Yeah, that's all the only parts of the movie. I just fast forward to those parts.
And the problem, exactly, the problem was.
The whole rest.
The commercials showed the 2 times I think he went into the machine, and you're like, holy shit, those parts are sick. Yeah. And then the other hour of the movie was not that part.
No,
you were super misled. But I feel like if he had gone into the machine 2 or 3 more times in that same allotted runtime, it would have been. I thought it would have been 10 times better. I know. So that's the only problem.
That's why afterwards they were like, "Fuck, we fucked up. Let's make this trailer." And just show him fighting.
And it was sick. That's what got me to go watch it.
I bought the motherfucking shit, okay?
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah. But back to Prince of Persia, that first one, super good.
Would you say it's original or God of War-ish?
Original versus God of War.
I thought you said it was kind of God of War. That's when I said that, John.
Well, it's kind of well.
You're like, I think they stole from God of War.
No, the third one. I was getting up to that.
You're talking about the first one.
This is the original. The first one, Prince of Persia.
I can't count.
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, first PS2 game they had. Super good. He's just a prince, Aladdin guy going to save whatever. I forget the whole story. Super good. Second one, Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. It goes like dark. It goes from happy guy to Sans guy. They changed the combat a little bit, get more weapons. It's more character, like dark
gory.
Character. Not gory, but just more.
He ain't giving hugs.
High
fives.
No hugs. And they introduced a really cool character. They call it the Dahaka. It's a force I believe he couldn't defeat, but it followed him when things went weird. And
they were like, keep your friends close, keep your enemies close.
No, it was like a force because he was messing with time. I believe it was like this thing would come after him because of it, and you had to escape. There were like parts of the game where like you get to a spot and it's all the Dahak is here, and it turned into a chase scene where you had to outrun him to get to spots, and then you were safe again.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was a huge, big monster thing, and they created spots and levels for it. That's when he was like his emo phase. Was the second game, and the third game was the one I told you about. That was Prince of Persia. I forget the name of it, but he goes even. They mix like the first two, where he goes darker as a character than the second one, but with some of a little bit of the lighter tones of the first one, and it gives him like chains around his wrist where he can swing.
What?
And stuff, just like God of War.
Did they change his name to Kratos?
Basically, they call him Kratos. Cradle. But there's stuff, some stuff even you can't do, like in God of War. He would like flick it and hang like off of like a pillar or like a post. And like you can come down and like do like a stealth kill on someone with it. So they changed it up a bit, but right when I saw it, I was like, "It's God of War." It came out almost around the same time.
Chains on arms
is God of War.
Equals God of War.
It's your Kratos now.
Yeah.
But so all three though, solid. I didn't play the one. There was one or two after that came later again. I didn't play those ones. Just those first three and the movie.
Well, that's spectacular.
It was spectacular.
Now, guess what? We're getting into the
main
segment, bitch. All right, so
did we have a different name for it this time, or was it? We still call it the main segment?
It's the main segment, but in lieu of the 4th of July, America, USA. This is titled The Murican Dream.
Ooh, yeah.
What it takes to become a famous streamer. Because right now, Jeff, that is the American dream. For if you're aged 9
67. 67.
67, you want to be a streamer. I want to be one. You want to be one?
I do.
So let's talk about it.
We can.
We're going to talk about what it takes to be this phenomenon. So I had posted something on the page, Glitches Get Stitches group, which we changed our name. We're now Glitches Get Stitches group.
We tagged the...
We also have the page Glitches Get Stitches. So like, share, add, do whatever to all of them.
We need to differentiate because it looked a little weird when someone's like, Glitches Get Stitches posted in Glitches Get Stitches. I'm like,
and thank you, Jeff, for doing that.
So for my own sanity, I wanted to know when someone was posting in the group versus someone was posting right to the page.
But I guess the original content got removed or whatnot, but the post is no longer there. I'm going to try to find it and repost it. If not, that's why we're talking about it now. So
what was this post, John? Tell me what this post was.
So this post was about what it takes to become a streamer nowadays and the hardships.
Like a professional.
It's easy. It's setting up your Twitch, as we both know.
Like a professional streamer. We're talking about a professional make a living off of streaming.
Make a living. Get that dough flow.
Get that dollar bills, y'all.
Whether it be through fucking Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, now, which is the most popular one. Right? So, Jeff, what do you think it takes?
Years and years.
You think it takes years and years? So time of doing this will equal
one way, or there are several ways to go about this, and they all originate with time of building your brand, so to speak. If you want to give
your army,
or your
army of glitches,
an army of stitches.
Oh, we could, how like
glitches,
army
stitches,
of bitches, but army of glitches. That could be, or like what's it called when you follow
fan club or whatever? Yeah, your groupies.
Groupies. There you go, groupies. If you want to start there you go. What I'm saying. So time. That's right. You said it. The first thing that I saw on this this article or this video, whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
So it was talking to different streamers, some that were still famous, some that had some hardships.
Oh, did it? I kind of thought I just read a little bit of a list. I don't think I watched the entire thing, so maybe
thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome. Fuck you.
So there's people that were like, yeah, it could be great, but I also lost all my friends.
I did remember that one guy there. Yes,
kids fucking try to murder me, and you know what I mean? So, like, time. Like you said, it does take time. And these people are playing for years, building up their army.
Oh, yeah.
And also...
They're groupies.
Literal time of 12 to 16 hours of gameplay a day.
It can be.
Have you heard of the Ninja?
Mm-hmm.
He lost 200,000 followers because he took July 4th off. No,
I know this story. So
was it July 4th? Or?
No. Because I remember. I don't really watch him, but I follow him just because he's literally the most popular streamer in the entire
he streams with like Drake. Like, he's streaming
Marshmallow,
with like the famous people.
Everybody. It's
Fortnite predominantly, right?
Yeah, all Fortnite. Well, he's branched off to one game to play a little bit, a newer one, Realm Royale. It's another battle royale game, but we don't.
Right, anyway, okay.
He just like tried it. Like I only saw him stream it like twice, maybe, and I didn't even watch it. It's just he popped up in my following list and was like, tells you what they're streaming. Okay. I was like, oh, he's not playing Fortnite. It's always been Fortnite.
Yeah.
But he went to. I remember reading about it because he did tweet about it, and everyone like retweeted it and talked about it. But he went to E3.
That's what it was.
He went to E3 for a weekend.
Yeah.
Came back and posted. He's like, in the 2 days I went to E3, I lost 40,000 subscribers.
Exactly.
2 days. He took 2 days off.
These motherfuckers, they just want to see your face.
And he wasn't even... It's not like he just went, like, social media radio dark.
No.
He was still doing stuff on social media. He just was not streaming.
Games.
Yeah.
So...
while he was there, he was playing video games with Marshmallow, like the big DJ. He was there playing, he just wasn't streaming to his page and lost 40,000 subscribers.
So that's a demand right there.
Yeah, and to put it into perspective to the people, a.k.a. my family, doesn't quite understand.
Your mom's like, what?
I've explained it to her before, but she's guaranteed she's forgotten by the time she got to this part.
It's okay, my dad can't even text me back. So.
Yes, at least he's not texting you emojis like my dad.
Happy face,
clown face, finger point, thumbs up. But to put that into perspective, if someone subscribes to you on Twitch, the platform he's on, normally that's a minimum of someone gives you $5 a month to be a subscriber. You can cancel whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yada yada. But you give that $5, it gives you access to some other stuff on his page. Whatever.
Okay.
$5 a month. And of that $5, normal Twitch partners like him get about $250 per subscriber.
So he gets half.
But Ninja, being the most popular one, worked out a deal with Twitch, obviously, because that number's not set in stone. It's negotiated depending on popularity, etc. He gets $350.
Okay.
So I'm not to the limit, take it to the limit. Every episode. I don't know if I'm not 100% great on math off the top of my head, but I know $3.50 times 40,000 people.
It's a lot.
If you got $1 for 40,000 people, that's $40,000.
But so he lost the 40,000. How many does he still have?
That's the part that makes me cry myself to sleep at night.
Million.
The 40,000 he had that he lost brought him down into the 100,000s.
Oh,
I think lower.
Poor guy.
Exactly my point. But when he posted, it wasn't. I completely understood where he was coming from.
Of course,
he was
40,000 people that are giving you $3.50.
That's a drop in the bucket for him.
Fuck
to even post it is a lot of people can like.
He probably was like, "Fuck you, E3! They ruined my life."
They took it as some people took it as like an insult. He really just posted it to try and show like the hardships of like streaming and stuff, and showing like to the low people that are trying to get started. They're like, it's not as easy as it looks because.
So who are the people that took offense to it? his
got
current followers?
like 2 million followers. Like it's
yeah.
People love to get butthurt just to get butthurt for any reason. He could be
especially
now. Ninja could be like, I just had a beer fart and he'd lose like 30,000 followers. Who gives a fuck?
I just quiffed a quiff.
But he's like, even after that, he pulls in, based off his subscribers alone.
Yeah.
No one knows what really his followers will pay him, or not his followers, his sponsors, and stuff.
Yeah.
But he pulls in close to 500,000 a month.
A month.
1 month.
1 month.
Losing those 40,000 subscribers, devastating to anybody else, but to him,
yeah,
it's like taking it
with the nickels that they're crying over.
It's like your boss gave you a $2 decrease when you make $80 an hour.
Yeah,
like
and
who?
you're like, I'm gonna fuck your daughter anyway.
You're
bitch.
like, who cares? He posted. He's like, it's not easy to be a streamer.
But also, it's very easy.
No, he's a good, like, I don't even think it's not even like 2 million followers. He's like 2 million followers ahead of the person behind him.
Yeah.
Second most followed Twitch channel is like 2 million 2 million followers.
Do you know who that is?
I could look it up.
That's all right. No.
But it's he's leaps and bounds ahead of second place, basically. So it's like a drop in the bucket. It's just hard as dick to be.
Why is he? Is it personality? Is he doing extra shit? Is he just awesome at video games? So what is it?
This has been my $1 million question forever. Because I like to enter a lot of contests just on Twitter and anywhere, and it's always like, if you want to enter the contest, follow these people.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
That's the only reason I follow them is because I had to follow them for some contest.
What's the contest?
Oh, everything. I always enter from like chance to win a new PC or win a new gaming chair or win a new video game or what. It doesn't matter. I enter contests like crazy. That's how I won that fucking Jaeger machine.
Oh shit!
I just enter contests that
like
are free. So, but that has been my $1 million question: is why is he so popular?
Yeah.
He was originally, from what little background I know, he was in the pro circuit for Halo. Multiplayer.
Okay.
Way back before Twitch was even a thing.
He's got the skills.
He's been around for a long time.
Okay.
Skills is definitely a part of it.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay, you're really good at Fortnite. But
are you awesome?
How do you what warrants that
4 million
that 200% increase over your second place competitor?
Yeah.
I don't. He seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Super cool. Like he's
all
around great guy.
Us.
Oh yes, us.
I have 7 followers.
I was not gonna say Hitler.
You have 13.
I was not gonna say Hitler. Not going to. I was clarify. I was not going to say Hitler was a cool guy. Not incorrect.
Not.
But that's also the other part of it is time. Longevity. Since Halo multiplayer.
Yeah.
You played it before I did. You throw out a ballpark of the year.
Dude, I was a fucking young buck. I don't even fucking know, man. Like, but how was he already just because he just was
he was
in the community?
They knew him.
Okay.
Half of it, you either come up in a different medium as being popular, and then you create a Twitch. Everyone already knows your name.
Yeah.
Versus starting with the Twitch and trying to build up from there.
These people probably came to him.
Yeah, they came to him for sure. And there was like some other people I've watched. Like I don't know if you're familiar with the band Trivium, metal band.
No.
Either way, the singer got into doing some Twitch stuff too, and like he'll do some of his warm-ups just on Twitch in the morning and then go into playing Fortnite.
So
but he was into
some theatrics involved
for him. Yes, for something. But think about it: you're the lead singer of a really popular metal band, and they're like, "I'm going to start a Twitch."
Okay.
You start it,
and have your
you have 100,000 followers off. You don't even before you even do your first broadcast, you got 100 followers.
So it's like me starting Glitches Get Stitches. I have 174 group members in there. Then I start my Twitch and I have 7.
Yes. Not
y'all motherfuckers step your game up.
They need to step the game. But granted, he started the band 15, 16, 20 years ago. So a lot of these people have a heads up, or a lot of people started on YouTube.
Yeah.
they made YouTube channels
Yeah.
before Twitch was really a thing. They're like, oh, I guess Demetrius Johnson, MMA fighter.
Okay.
Number one, like, I forget what weight he's in.
Yeah.
Streams all the time.
Okay.
He's just an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
He's not that great at video games.
But he's just got
He's an
following.
MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Has belts on belts on belts on belts. And then
Belts on belts on belts.
So you're either popular and you just like, I'm going to play some video games.
Yeah.
So people just automatically like, oh, it's
This is like, so like, us doing this podcast could potentially help us
So say, yeah.
gain followers, and then,
yeah.
because obviously if we're just doing it
But
the organic way.
yeah, but again, years on years on years on years, you got to do it. Once you get to, like, if we didn't Twitch at all right now, none of that, and we did 400 episodes, yada, we're getting 10,000 views a week, and all of a sudden we're like, hey, we're going to start a Twitch, post it, we'd have more followers than we had right now, just because.
So now we just got to put in the time, do the crime, get the line. That's not the saying, is it?
But it rhymed. Hey yo.
So I saw people saying, "Oh, it's fucking tough. You got to do 12, 16 hours streams a day. You lose friends because obviously friends would be like, hey, you want to hang out?' You're like, fuck you. I got to stream. Luckily for me and you, we are each other's friends. So the only thing being neglected here is my family and Bill.
Ooh.
He can make his way around.
He has a segment. He's fine. But it does, because when people, I can understand the part, I never really got the 12 hours a day kind of thing. So I'm like, God, I work 8 hours. I work 8 hours. Well, sitting at your PC for 12 hours.
That's why you do console, baby.
That's also sitting on your couch for 12 hours.
I can do it.
It's still waking up early to go sit on your couch and be that's the part that's.
I'm hoping that I can do this. Gain 1 million followers on the podcast and be like, yo, can I just do like 6 hours?
Yeah.
Can y'all still be my friend?
That's
because I'll give you some good content on the podcast if you just let me do like 6 to 8 hours gaming and still be my friend.
That's the thing. One of the guys I watch like his YouTube stuff. He's just a big fat gamer and has been forever. He'll we're like over 2 million subscribers.
Nice.
On YouTube he has, and he'll Twitch a few hours a night.
Yeah.
Like and does YouTube as other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like when you have the both mediums, it doesn't matter. You can stream for a few hours.
Some content going out to
because he spends a lot of his time editing the videos.
Just suckling at the tit.
Yeah, aren't we all?
They're just suckling at the tit.
Aren't we all? Some literally, some
right now.
I'm
sucking on Jeff's tit right now.
Like you wanted me calling me. But like in 8 hours a day, I play a video game like it becomes your job.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah. But even when it doesn't matter what your job is, if you're doing 12 plus hours a day at your job,
you got to get
it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard, and you're gonna get burnt.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I can't. I'd rather be at the point where
we have other content going out.
We could do half of this and other content, half just streams.
That's why we're here, bro. That's the ultimate.
It's still gonna come out to like maybe a 10-hour day, but at least you're
broken
not
up.
Sitting. I'd rather work on content for a few hours.
I need time to jerk off. I have to feed my kids.
Good. I need at least 18 seconds.
Carrie's gotta have time to tell me about like her actual retail price of what she spent at the stores.
Actual retail. Some MSRP.
Have you ever seen that comedian? He's like, every time my wife goes shopping, she comes back and the price is right. She's like, she buys this. She's like, it was $7.70, but I got it on sale. Actual retail price for $4.30. That's exactly probably what every girlfriend is like, but it's just funny because it makes so much sense.
But you couldn't get away with that. I mean, your 12-hour stream.
Yeah.
Unless you're raking in money,
look, if you want to pay me a massive amount of money, I will play video games for 8 to 12 hours a day. But it's got to be that where I can not have to worry about anything else.
Yeah. And even
and got to have weekends off.
Yeah. Another hard part for me is the playing. Usually, the people that can get that are playing the same game. The same game.
Those motherfuckers have been on Fortnite
10 hours a day forever.
Yeah.
That's why, luckily, not the popular. There's some people that stream that are, they call them variety streamers, where they don't just stream the same game. They play different games. And people mostly just watch them because of their personality, and they're funny no matter what they do. Not as popular as the pro streamers.
Still a decent amount.
Like Ninja, yeah. There's some. They still have stuff that we would think is still crazy, but
making $100,000 or $30,000 a month to maybe making $100,000 a year differential. I'm cool with that.
I don't know. I'm totally cool with that.
Cool.
I mean, but it's still like worth a cheers.
Worth a cheers.
To hopes and dreams.
Follow Jeff at Mortal Limit.
Oh, we're doing our Twitches here. Twitch.tv/Mortal Limit with
mine is
one L.
Mine is that first stuff / the other stuff at glitches.
Glitches _get _stitches.
Thank you, my friend.
We will be. We post all the time, either John to his personal page or to the group when he goes live with his stuff. And I need to start posting to the page more. I post to my personal profile when I go live, but I should start sharing it to the group.
I had a trouble with that first because I'd post it and I'm like, but I'm like, oh shit, it's my personal page, so I have to
redo it to the group. Yeah.
Even if it's just a little, hey, watch me fucking.
Hey, yo. But the thing, mostly I do that because when I post it on Twitter, it'll automatically just put it on my Facebook. Yeah. So.
But once we get that YouTube page up, we might see a lot more increase in followers.
Maybe.
Just saying, bro.
And you know what?
Just saying. Things going the way they go.
Just saying, bro. We'll see what's up.
Let's pause it real quick. I'm just going to freshen us up for the last end. We got Bill's Backyard Bathhouse when we come back.
No, not today. It's a new special Bill's Backyard Barbecue. USA.
Pause it, Jeff.
Pause it, Jeff.
Drink. Pause it, Jeff. Fresh my drink.
Fresh these nuts.
Yeah, 4th of July, Bill's Backyard Barbecue.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah. What's going on?
What's the most American game ever?
Well, the only thing that comes to mind has got to be duking it out in D.C. That's Duke Nukem.
Oh!
That's like a 3rd or 4th iteration of it. But it's still great. All the same monsters. You go all over the Capitol. You see the Lincoln Memorial. They got a bunch of strippers on it. You go shake the 100.
Yeah!
You gotta go save Bill Clinton.
Do you?
It never gets said that he's Bill Clinton, but it was in that era.
Was he getting his dick sucked by a whore?
No, he gets taken from the Oval Office or whatever by those pigs in the cop uniform.
Yeah. And I think they're just called cops.
You got me there. I think that was the whole double entendre there. And then he just gets taken by some big evil guy and you gotta go kill him and save Bill Clinton, and at the end he just gives you a go big fuck yeah America!
Fuck yeah America! And that's been the 4th of July, Bill's Backyard Barbecue.
Yes!
Love you, Bill!
Thanks, Bill!
Alright. Oh man, I love that guy.
Kick the door.
If he had his shirt on, I don't like him.
I like him. And maybe one day in the future you'll see the behind the scenes where it's recorded. And you
Did you see him on that?
Yeah, the door's right there.
So now we're moving to the coitus. Something my girlfriend has not seen in a long time.
Until Scout was born.
Do you have work?
Until we make.
When you have birth?
And we might rename that segment now. If we're going to be doing this the whole time, I don't know. We don't have a name yet.
We should just do like our top something.
Top something. Yeah, I like that though.
Next time.
Our top SS something.
So today, in lieu of the 4th of July,
in 2 days, this is Monday,
and like we said, we've been putting together.
We've been reviewing.
We've been looking at and talking about these lists that other people put together, and they hit sometimes hard and sometimes they quiff. and we're tired of the quests. So we were gonna put together our own motherfucking shit, and then someday some videographer or
editor
will make our own videos for us. But today it's top 5 games that scream
Murica. USA. 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 USA.
USA. Jeff.
John.
I'm gonna start it off, okay?
You should probably start it off.
So, when I think of America, we're gonna go number 5.
What do you think of America?
I think about Mario. Even though he is a Italian plumber made by Japanese
people.
But, hear me out now.
I'm listening.
Because Nintendo equals America.
Even though
it's from
Nintendo
Japan.
equals Japan.
And they get a gross domestic product.
Yeah, it's GDP.
But, you have to agree with me, pivotal statement in gaming, in the U.S., forever.
Yes, I could...
do you see where I'm coming from?
No, I see exactly where you're coming from, because it's a big staple in America, especially has been growing ever since it started, was video games.
It's never going to stop.
It's when the apocalypse comes, when the rapture comes, and Jesus takes our nutsacks.
Mario will still be there. It's me!
It's me! You're fucking you, Jesus.
And it's going to be fucking Luigi.
Hey kid, that's his brother.
It's me!
I don't
Luigi,
think so.
get in her dick again.
I don't think so. It's his brother. That doesn't make no sense.
And why is a fucking Abraham or some of the G?
Yeah, that's why they didn't get a rapture, because it is a homos.
I love it.
But video games scream America, because we're a country that is fortunate enough to be able to have time to waste on things such as video games instead of actually, working or trying to get food for families. John.
I was just a small town girl living in Winston-Salem. When my dad took me to his friends, and I was only 5.
I don't remember this song.
It's a new one.
I like the remix.
And I walked in as a 5-year-old, and my dad's friend was playing Mario. Naked. And from that day on,
was he naked?
I always knew 2 things.
What a man looked like naked. A grown man was naked. And what a video.
I was going to join the army.
2 things you took away from that experience.
So, I know it's a little... You might have something to say about it, but to me, Mario is an American staple in gaming. Jeff, what's number 4?
Number 4, we concluded that Call of Duty, from its start to mostly through its finish.
Come on now, like, Call of Duty, soldiers, war, fighting, America.
Oh yeah, we could take it. We could.
I mean, they went through everything, right?
I mean, we could almost lump almost all these games semi together. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Medal of Honor.
They're all one, but this one is the highest grossing.
So money talks, and America is money. So
exactly.
Call of Duty.
Exactly. To me, the last game that Call of Duty came out with,
which was
World War II,
yes,
is fucking phenomenal. From someone that was definitely on their way out of Call of Duty. I was like, I'm never gonna buy another fucking Call of Duty game.
Well, you're back on that. That's the game, but you're back on your way out. But But continue with the World War II.
They did it right, man. They did it right.
World War II.
I mean, come on. It's just fucking storming the beaches and fucking just America, man. You know what I mean? Like,
screams it.
Especially as someone who's been in the military, like, that's why I'm drawn to Battlefield, because it's a little more realistic in that war aspect of, like, feeling the largeness of everything.
Yeah. They each have their pros and cons to each game.
World War II, like, definitely made me proud to be
an American in a British country, sunset.
I'm doing Keith and I make money. I'm singing about Army. Yeah. So Call of Duty, pivotal, been around for long
forever.
time. Propaganda drop.
PlayStation 1 at least.
Yeah, oh yeah. Wasn't the first one wasn't it set in World War II?
I think
I
think they went back to
shit.
Yeah, it had to have been because the side note at the my most memorable earlier generation war game like that was the Medal of Honor one, where you D-Day.
Yeah,
I forget which one it was, but that's the game I remember.
One of them
the
is
most.
like that.
Yeah, any war game worth its or genre series of games
if you
worth
haven't
its.
Done a World War
if
II,
you haven't done the level where you storm the beaches on D-Day,
dude, this one was tough, man. Like,
yeah, but that Medal of Honor one on PlayStation 1, like that one's always stuck with me for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but that there's all the companies, they're starting to bring it back around now with World War II. Like they're starting to come back into their roots and their
because the last Battlefield was World War I.
Yes,
and now the next Battlefield is
less
World War
popular.
II. Let's go on World War II.
Yeah, and even then they're doing the less popular stories of World War II. So I feel like it's going to be part of World War II.
You're playing the campaign right now on Battlefield 1, aren't you?
No, I did that. I did buy the game just because it was on sale, just to get a copy of it with all of the random DLC. But I had beat the campaign a long time ago.
Oh, but it's titties, right?
Yeah. No, it was everything. I think we've talked about that before. I just don't like the airplane mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
But I liked the we talked about because the first you started the intro and like you're supposed to die, and I'm in trying to
fight your
trying to go esports and pro and shit, trying to survive as long as I fucking can.
You get a message from the top developer. You're supposed to
be
die, man. What are you doing?
You're wasting your time, dog.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Yeah, we did talk about that one.
So Call of Duty coming at number 4, number 3, and this is a big one for us. Wolfenstein. I mean, what's better than murdering Nazis? Jeff, rhetorical question or real life?
Murder raping Nazis.
There you go. There's only one thing better than murdering Nazis. It's murder raping.
That might happen in this game. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played the 2 newest ones.
So, Wolfenstein, you're an American badass. Which name?
William J. Blazkowicz.
That's some bitch. And you just murder Nazis. That's the whole point of it.
It's in an alternate future where
the
Nazis won
World War
and the Americans and the rest of the world formed the resistance to them and have been subverting their actions the entire time in the most amazing ways.
Oh god, it's so amazing. The gameplay is awesome. First person shooter, amazing. Doom-esque.
The story
fucking people.
It's id. Is it id? It's Bethesda for sure, but I don't remember if it's id. id Software. So. I don't know, but either way, more story, more stealth than Doom.
Yeah. Doom, you know what you're doing. You're there to doom shit up.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein, the new one, Wolfenstein 2, story is fucking amazing, man. The characters you meet, everything.
The first... But it builds off that first one's story, and I love the first one's story, and the second one's story just got even better. I don't know how
they
did it better.
Wait for the next one.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. Youngblood.
Yep.
Youngblood. Last time we talked about it. That was good.
Coming in at number 2, and I was gonna say Far Cry. Any of them, because
they're all American. It's all in America. They're all in America, right?
Like Far Cry 5, when you play Jeff,
it's in Montana or something, isn't it?
Just because you're slaughtering a religious cult, there's no greater American feeling than slaughtering religious cults.
A specific group of people based on their religious beliefs.
Nazis, religious people, they're both the same. But number 2 is Far Cry 3.
Blood Dragon.
Jeff, take it over.
I gotta take this one because John hasn't played. There was a Far Cry 3. I forget the name of it, but Far Cry 3 : something.
Ooh, I like colons.
Colons. Yeah, you do. Atta girl. Hey! But the company actually did their own parody of Far Cry 3 called Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
What's the main character's name,
I believe his name is Rex Colt.
That's why, so we're going through this list, and then Jeff tells me that name, and I'm like, Number 2.
Rex Colt, and I forget the exact story because I bought it. It was like $15, brand new, right when it came out. It was super
we're
short.
Talking about like 20 hours of gameplay.
Yeah,
max?
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, which is still a lot for some games, like we had talked about before.
Yeah.
But for $15,
I spent $15 on deodorant.
Yeah.
For my balls. Why can't I drop it?
Exactly. But
On a
for
game.
your ball. Oh, all right.
It's just deodorant from armpits, but I use it
for your.
balls.
It's the same. Okay.
I go through it fast. That's why
it's just using all over your body. But I need to play through it again. There were a bunch of American.
You need to play 5.
I need to play it all. I want it all.
Chad Kroger.
Yes, every song is Chad Kroger. But the part in particular I came up with in this game that made it the most American was it's kind of like a retro, and you fight these dinosaurs that are robots, like a blood dragon, which was a code name for something, I believe. But I also forgot to mention, there is a part with a robot shark in a lake with lasers on its head.
What?
Yeah, and you have to take it down.
Dr. Evil?
It was exactly out of Dr. Evil.
Freaking laser sharks?
Exactly what it was, and you have to take it down and like save that chick I was telling you about. And then there's another part later after that where you save the same chick you've kind of been with the entire game. And some of the cinematics in between are super. They go super retro and pixelated, like way back to some Super Nintendo.
I like it.
Barely side scroll stuff where it's all and like the background's kind of moving very slowly while the characters are standing there, kind of thing. And she's like, "Oh, you saved me, Rex." He's like, "Let's do it." And he's like, "I would." Or she's like, "Let's have sex and do some drugs." He's like, "I would, but drugs are for losers." And he gives the camera a thumbs up, and an American flag pops up in the background, and the scene just ends right there. He doesn't have sex with her, doesn't do anything. He's just he's all, but drugs are for losers.
That's
and like the
American as fuck.
I was dying laughing. It was so amazing. I kind of want to pull up the scene like to show.
Moving on. Number 1 spot.
Number 1. Duke Nukem.
Any of them, ever, forever, until the end of days.
Bill got it right.
He did.
It's our number 1 game.
Did you tell him in there? Were you guys in cahoots the whole time?
I might have whispered something while we were BFing.
Is that butt fucking or best friending?
Are they different?
No.
Exactly.
They're not. One is their, what's it called? Analogies?
What?
Synonyms?
Synonyms, yes.
I love synonyms.
I love synonyms with the BFs. Yes.
All right, Duke Nukem. Tell me why it's American, Jeff.
He, for all of the same reasons I was talking about in Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, but without the sarcasm. It was straight strippers, straight America,
like
straight
money,
sex,
ass, titties,
guns,
fucking guns, killing, fuck you.
Yes.
Like, there's no more American shit than that motherfucker. And I learned that from a young age. What's the first Duke Nukem I ever played? You go into the bathroom and you can see posters of titties.
Oh yeah.
And I remember
the OG ones
being like young and be like, "That's American as fuck.
This is American." Like, I'm gonna do a podcast in this about 20 years.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk about this.
Can't wait.
And I won't be sad at all that I haven't done anything else in my life.
I'm writing it down now on parchment.
Yeah, I dug a hole in the ground. What's those things? Like a capsule?
The time capsules?
Says,
yeah.
You'll do a podcast 20 years, but you won't have a lot of money.
Yeah. I dug mine up. It's like
before podcasts are even a thing or the internet.
I dug mine up. It's like, you'll still be a loser. I was like, God damn you!
You wrote it yesterday.
It was, and I keep writing them. I just keep digging it up.
Every time I see Jeff, he's digging a hole.
It's basically just a reminder on my phone. It says time capsule. What's in this day? It's the same shit.
Loser. Duke Nukem, man. Like, if you're listening and there's something more American than Duke Nukem, tell us about it. Post it to the page.
We'll argue.
We don't even have to really get into it that much. Like, I mean, it's titties, guns, America.
We did. Bill's
was spot on.
He did it. It was pretty spot on.
You're rescuing Bill Clinton.
Yeah, that's that.
Like, there's nothing more American than that.
And I love that they just allude to it
Yeah.
actually being Bill Clinton without it. They're just like his
listen, y'all.
his name's Bob Benton, our president, completely unrelated to anybody.
I did not
Lame.
have sexual encounters with that woman, except for she sucked my
dick. And her name was Jonica Moninsky. Like, what?
Jonica. That's my girl name.
That's why I'm saying you sucked his dick.
Oh man, we're gonna do on this from now on. This is a way better shit than anybody has out there. And if you don't think so, write about it. So we're moving on to shout outs, man. Thanks everybody for listening.
Are we shouting out already?
Yeah, already.
Seems so early.
Time flies when you're having fun. Thanks Jeff's mom, Jeff's aunt,
What happened to
his brother's wife.
all my shout outs are done. You're shouting my shouts for me.
Thank you. No one that I know of.
You gotta think that certain staff from the Mice Men in
Dice Men.
in Mandler, Arizona.
Yes, also in Smottsville. Yeah, if they listen, they have fun. We have fun with it. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram.
Please. Yeah. Oh, yep. Instagram now. You can. You got the hearts. You can just push the heart thing.
Yep.
And it'll tell us.
iTunes, subscribe for free. Literally, all you have to do is search us, and then press a button, and we're on your phone forever.
And we're working on, because we know a bunch of people. They have Android, Samsungs, whatnot. Mm-hmm. They don't got that podcast iTunes.
So we're trying to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you guys. I don't want to insult your intelligence, but I know you can figure it out for yourselves. But if you can't, we will know by next episode how the Android users can find us.
It's true. It literally just came out, so we're allowed to be retarded.
Oh, okay.
Because it came out about a week and a couple days
Is it
ago.
just an app
They
for
came out.
podcasts?
Yeah, they came out with the Google, the Android equivalent of the iTunes podcast app, which I believe is called just Google Podcasts. Oh, now you know it, Sean. Oh, thanks. Oh, good job, Alfred. Good job, Master Bruce.
Why do we fall?
So we can learn to pick ourselves back up again. But there is a Android. There is an Android podcast app now. I believe it's just called Google Podcasts.
Search, let's get stitched up.
But I don't, John. You are rapping way too early.
Sorry.
I don't think it's. We haven't even talked about
I
uploading.
did 0 kip ups tonight, though.
You did. I mean,
wait.
Yeah. They can be.
I'll save your floor for next time.
Like, we did just people that just moved in downstairs. They'll be like,
Cannot wait to kip
I
up
can't
all
wait for them.
over them.
Can't wait for them to come knock on the door. Like, who's doing kip ups?
Here's to 4th of July, America, and here's to
Even
Jeff
though-
needing another drink, but also
We'll do another drink.
yeah, I'm the text carrier right now. Come pick me up, so it gives us a hot 30. Yeah, enough time to bang and gang bang.
And
Thanks, guys, for listening.
Oh, yes.
I know you're listening. Whether you tell us or not, I can see.
We're watching you like we watch the podcast.
Take your dick out of your hand, Daniel. Stop it. Sarah, stop licking your own asshole. Actually, that's a cat.
It's my favorite cat. She's got opposable thumbs. It's very rare.
Jeff, you got anything else?
No, we got that. But hopefully y'all can dream about. We just started doing behind the scenes videos tonight.
Oh, it's streaming right now.
It is recording right now, and one of these days,
YouTube.
maybe you'll get to see it on YouTube if I edit it properly.
Oh, he will.
But we'll start.
He will get no dick if he doesn't.
I'm used to it. Just like
No,
Carrie.
that's vagina.
Just like Carrie. Oh,
We'll have her edit it.
Okay.
I love you, man.
That's
to you.
Cheers it up.
Happy 4th of July coming up.
And we're going to take a bit. Yes, 2 days. We did this Monday.
Monday, 2 day.
Monday, 2 days. So 2 days ahead of us, but 2 days behind when you can hear this.
And you guys like our page, man. Share, post some shit, talk some shit. Any kind of way you can engage us, we'll engage you back real hard.
If you actually listen to this, go to the page and post to the page. Literally, just post dicks in all capitals with a period.
Please, just
if you listen to it,
one person.
You don't even have to engage after that. Just go to the page and write "dicks" with a period, and done. We'll know you listen to the podcast.
All right, cheers to episode 5, man. Happy 4th of July. Love you guys.
Ooh.
Boom, 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 boom. Music. Boom, boom, boom.